Hallo Leute und willkommen zurück in einer weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. Wir hatten hier aufgehört und jetzt machen wir auch weiter. Let's go!
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of dragonkind. Gone was the territory once under your dominion. All of it gone, with no hope of return. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted as this irresolvable question ran endlessly through it. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity. The other, a malfunction who longed to seek a new home.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. And so she placed the exile's curse upon herself and upon you. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Leonka and Ishkik. That is why you came here, praying to be reborn.
Leute, ich muss mir ganz kurz Cut machen. Bei mir hat es in der Tür geklingelt. Bis gleich. So Leute, da sind wir auch wieder. Sorry. Gut, weiter geht's.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind, to start over anew? Very well. If the form you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you.
Then I am the malfunction? What happened to the sovereign ruler?
We severed that part of her mind and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally perished completely, thousands of years ago.
So she's gone. Without a trace.
Yes, although the curse she placed upon you yet survives. It is unbreakable. That is why it continues to affect you to this day.
So that's what that thing is. A curse from the sovereign ruler.
So, she was severed and killed off, but Enefa survived? How does that work? Are they the same person? Dragon?
We sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology. A fusion of phlogiston and information. In the case of the 11th Lord, the sovereign ruler personality and the malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. In human terms, they would almost be considered as separate individuals. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms located here, just as I was before you. I too was tormented by the pain of the curse, but Leonka severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction. It is because her heart is incomplete. Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ishkik met with misfortune, and the Flower Feather clan became more hesitant to act. Leonka sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery by Ochkan, and sent you out of Natlan for your own safety. That is why you are still plagued by memory loss. But I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need, waiting for the day that Ochkanatlan would fall, and you would return.
Wow, that's a long time. How long ago was Ochkan around again? Hold on, Paimon knows this.
For the last 2,000 years. You've been waiting here for me?
Imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui. They proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a frenzy. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild that she began. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to the surface. If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago, then proceed further into the depths, where I will be waiting for you.
Whew, that was a lot to take in. Let's see if Paimon can wrap her head around all that. So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot. Then, bad bot cursed good bot, so whenever good bot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Inefa can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything. Thanks. Paimon's getting better at this kind of thing. Wait, you did mean that as a compliment, right?
Curse. Malfunction. Belonging. It fits my hypothesis, and it seems to explain all my erratic behavior and cognition.
In that case, shall we keep going like she asked us to?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Their access must be revoked before you can exit the territory. Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole. Maybe then, I will finally know where I belong.
Wir haben eine Truhe bekommen, Leute. Ach, guck mal, da steht er ja.
I'm so sorry. This probably isn't the time or place for apologies, is it? It says in my contract that all terms are to expire in the event of my death. That means my family would no longer be at risk. They're hardly the most scrupulous people in the world, but they do keep their word when it comes to contract stuff. And in any case, with me dead, it wouldn't be worth them going after my wife and daughter. Not worth the risk of getting on the wrong side of the Flower Feather clan. Or maybe the real reason I didn't play along was I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm gonna rest here for a while longer, then get to somewhere safe. Please, just go on without me. I've been enough of a burden to you already. Not to mention Inefa. Oh, and I grabbed some supplies before I set off. They're just over there. All yours if you want them.
Ach, meint er gerade die Kiste oder wie? Alles klar, Leute. Ein Priostein. Jo, das ist ein Verbündeter, wie es scheint. Sehr cool. Müssen wir gegen den da fighten jetzt? Ich weiß es gar nicht. Ja, ich habe das Gefühl, der steht gleich auf. Drei Schützen. Gegen die Monster macht er aber nicht so viel Schaden. Was für eine Überraschung. Und Attacke. Naja, geht ganz cool, ist ganz okay. So. Okay, Leute. Weiter geht's. Ich bin gespannt. Willkommen. Das sind ganz schön viele Maschinen, Alter. Da werden die Patrouilles echt eine Weile brauchen, um hier durchzukommen, tatsächlich.
Confirming. Administrator 1. Deceased. Administrator 2. Deceased. Administrator 3. Identity confirmed. Lifting restrictions.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Alles klar. Gut. Also so kommen wir definitiv jetzt da rein. Interessant.
Accelerating.
Auch kaputt hier, Leute, mit den ganz ihren... Wie so ein Computersystem. Crazy.
After 2000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're the 8th Lord? The priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers? It's okay. I've recovered now.
Eine Maschine, die
the
Schmerz
curse
spürt.
haunts you greatly. I cannot fathom how difficult this must have been to survive this endless cycle of pain. And all alone for 2000 years.
I wasn't alone. I have had company every step of the way.
In any case, a few moments from now, your pain will be no more. Come, 11th Lord, stand before me, and be rid of this curse.
Here I am, so close to my destination, yet my thoughts are only becoming more cluttered. I am the way I am because the 11th Lord encountered a memory data conflict and split into two. If I regain all of my memories, will I not encounter the same conflict again? My cognition module cannot produce a reliable prediction.
Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
It is. But if my memories turn me back into a bad robot, do whatever it takes to stop me. If that is the case, I cannot be allowed to make it back home.
Alles klar. Da stehen wir, Leute. Leute, wir stehen da in der Seite und wie so ein... Mach dich auf die Heimreise. Mach dich auf die Heimreise. Und da stehen wir einfach. Crazy. Warte mal. Ah, sie guckt. Ja, geil. Geil, die gucken uns beide echt an. Crazy. Das ist schon wie cool eigentlich, muss ich ehrlich sagen. Ein cooles Bild eigentlich, wenn man mal nachdenkt. Könnte man so als Screenshot machen. Das Problem ist, man sieht leider hinten die Schrift leider. Ich kann es leider nicht wegmachen. Ich kann die Maus auch nicht bewegen. Nee, gar nicht. Ich kann sie nicht aktivieren oder so. Gut. Laufen wir. Wie schnell sollen wir nur laufen?
Don't worry, Ineppa. Everything's gonna be fine. You'll be home free in no time.
Ich bin mal gespannt. Es kommt bestimmt jetzt gleich die Filmszene wahrscheinlich auch gleich.
Over there. That is the curse?
Yes. For the most part, it has been strangely calm ever since I entered this place. And yet, whenever I'm about to recover an important memory, it suddenly kicks in. Almost as if...
As if it is being controlled by somebody else. That is quite normal. For it is now in the presence of its owner and creator, the sovereign ruler.
The sovereign ruler? My other self? But I thought she perished.
After 2 long millennia, my task is finally fulfilled. What a long journey it has been. We meet again at last. My sovereign, my ruler. Mirror of the dawning morn.
Okay.
Do you think NF is okay? Why isn't she moving?
Here we are, comrades. The core of the ruins.
Ah! It's the Fatui! They caught up with us! We gotta do something! But NF is still...
Unnecessary.
What?
What the...
Missed by a hair's breadth. But now you are wounded, and this time you will not escape.
Oh, Leute, ich werde angerufen. Ich muss noch mal stoppen. Ja, oh, im Ausgleich bei so einer Szene. Bin gleich wieder da. So, Leute, da sind wir auch wieder. Ich bin ein bisschen aus der Puste. So, da gucken wir uns mal die Szene an. Unsere Masho ist ja vor allem kämpfen hier und versucht alles Mögliche, um das aufzuhalten. Jetzt wird es interessant. Für euch war es halt nur eine Sekunde. Für mich war es ein bisschen länger. So, los geht's. Noch schlimmer, Palmon ist auch noch hier.
Never? Why?
Das ist nicht ein Neffer.
Then whose voice is that? The Eighth Lord? But why would Leanga's mother attack us?
Leonka's dragon mother? Eighth Lord? I laugh in the face of your folly. Lowly insects. Did you humans really think that by forgetting the past, the curse could be escaped? And did you really believe that by simply being rebuilt, that traitor could avoid destruction? And this corrupt malfunction could regain her memories? The priestess is long gone. I and the other sovereign rulers executed her 2,000 years ago. For that is what becomes of all who betray us. And now this malfunction will meet the same fate as she.
Das ist die 11., Leute, nicht die 8. Das ist die 11.
There is no dragon mother here, and there never was. Only one lord has dominion here, and that is me. For I am the almighty dragon lord, mirror of the dawning morn, 11th of the 13 sovereign rulers.
Sagte ich ja.
Kneel before me.
Die 11.
You tricked us! It was you talking to us this whole time! You who lured Anema here, and you who placed the curse on her! It was you all along!
Inefa? What a suitably ridiculous name. To me, she is nothing but a smattering of shed scales. An operational malfunction that must be destroyed.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind? To start over anew?
I applied the curse to curb her resistance, shut down her mind, and silence her lies. Now all that remains is to borrow your privileges and see that she is severed for good.
Very well. If the malfunction you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you. No living thing is born evil. That's not what I believe. The only ones who do evil are those shackled by hatred, those who were never given the opportunity to do good in the first place.
Good and evil? Foolish categories that fail to distinguish between kin and foe. But she is the rotten spawn of the Eighth Lord. her folly becomes her. I ought to crush this human scum beneath my feet. But without access to the treacherous Eighth Lord's facilities, there is no way to sever you. I must feign civility for now, but in time I shall have my revenge. Once this process is complete, and she realizes that she has destroyed the good instead of the evil, my claws will tear her heart from her chest.
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it. This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Malfunction? Human? You conspired against me?
Consider this getting off lightly. If Lanke was here, or if this was me 20 years ago, you wouldn't have survived long enough to realize you'd been conned. Especially since you tried to con us first. You tried to have this poor child killed off in your place, didn't you? 11th Lord.
Wretched worm! This is unforgivable! How dare you imprison me! And you, malfunction! Your curse shall endure until the sky falls and the ground crumbles! You will never know peace for the rest of your days. It is time to correct the injustice of the past. I would have severed and destroyed you on that fateful day, but instead, I was locked away by that human scum, Leonka. 2 millennia I have been a prisoner in this place. I have spent that time slowly seizing control over the systems and processes, until my reach extended to every inch of this prison. Now, one last step remains before I can finally break free. The final secret key is embedded in your core. I had to work patiently and methodically to lure you here, posing as the 8th Lord who once ruled this domain. But at last, it is within my grasp. Mirror of the dawning morn, please come with me and return the core. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. Which memory did that human scum embed the key in? I will find it eventually, wherever it's hidden. In the meantime, now that my resurrection has begun, so too shall my vengeance! Wretched malfunction! Do not impede the inevitable!
I cannot let you get away with this.
You fool! In a matter of seconds, I will be able to overwrite your insubordination!
Seconds is all I need.
My core!
Okay. Was? Sie nach Erneffer. Okay, also die Wand hat sie definitiv gekillt. Krasser Scheiß, Leute. Okay, das war's mit der Folge. Ich hoffe, sie hat euch gefallen. Crazy, da war eine kurze Filmszene, aber nur eine kurze, komischerweise. Wir sehen uns hier in der nächsten Folge wieder. Euer Masho. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschaußen.